All right, so welcome to our very first call. So this is for you if you are a premium or a VIP inside of Freedom Builder. So what that means is you have decided to implement everything that we talk about in the Freedom Builder community. So learning is great, but it's never going to build your confidence because your confidence actually comes through this one thing called making mistakes. And we don't want to make mistakes because some of us are perfectionists. But you don't learn anything if you don't actually take the step forward. And so that's what premium and VIP is all about. Premium, you're going to get 2 calls a week on Tuesday and Wednesday. They will be scheduled for sure in October or in September. This is our kickoff call because if you upgraded to VIP, then next week you're going to get Michelle's breakthrough course, which I'll share my screen and share that with you. And she is kicking that off on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. It's $27 if you don't want to do it outside of this, because we'll make this public for people to decide if they want to do VIP. But if you come into VIP, that will be included. And then I will be coaching the last 2 days of that, Thursday and Friday. So you're going to have the best of the best of the best. I'm the second best. But what's going to happen and what I don't want is for people to come in and have all this momentum Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then it gets deflated sometimes. But if we continue with Thursday, Friday, by the time it's Friday, you are crystal clear on the steps for you to take what your offer is and go and take it out to social media, on social media land, wherever you've decided. So premium is $49 and VIP is $97 a month. We have enabled a 40% commission. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, 3 customers pay for it and you're in profit. So everything is centered around go help 3. Go help 3 people, you're now in profit. Everything after 3 is profit. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how to sell this. I'm going to teach you how to sell it. And then the only thing that you will do is you will customize your own story. And I'm going to do a video on this today, and we talk about it all the time, that people do not relate to the information that you know. They relate to the pain that you feel. And so Michelle talked a lot about it today, taking a calculator to the grocery store. That's how she hit $10,000 a month, was number one, she focused on the $300 offer and not the 6 or the 9. She believed in the 3. So she focused on making 1 sale a week at the $300 level, even though she was at the 9. And she niched so far down because she knew that not every mom understood how that, what that feels like to take a calculator to the grocery store. It actually didn't relate to me at all. I've never taken a calculator to the grocery store. Her story that relates to me is the MLM side. So her message started transitioning once she started making more money, and the message around being in an MLM, bugging friends and family, feeling like you're on your phone all day long, spending an hour on a Zoom to make $9. Like, that's where I was. And that's when I was like, wait, I can make 100% profits and I can make 900 to 1400 per person. Sign me up for that shit. So we're going to talk about that because even though we are all bringing people into the Freedom Builder opportunity, our message may not look the same, but that's okay. Freedom Builder or any other business that you're leading with is going to solve the same problem, which is what money is used for. It's not, I need more money. That's not it. We think it's it. It's not it. It's what is the money going to do once it's in your account? What would more money allow you to do, buy, have? That's the clarity that we want to create. And let's say for Lisa, more money is more vacations with her husband because they're retired. And for Harvey, let's say more money is I can quit my job in a year. And for Amy and I, it could be We get to homeschool and be yes moms because we hate saying no to our kids, but they're all coming into the same community. Okay, it still solves the same problem. What you don't want to do is be vanilla. You don't want to look like everyone else. We do not sell side gigs, and we don't sell courses, and we don't sell programs. That's not what people buy. In Michelle's training today, she calls it the purple cow. If you're uploading a video in this moment, and so are 20,000 other people on TikTok, why would people watch yours? And they're going to watch it because of the sentence that is the micro niche of moms taking calculators to the grocery store, right? Sliding in a booth with pain in your hips. And it's the one that we don't think is a big deal, especially for us overachievers that just walk around solving not only our own problems, but everybody else's problems because everyone brings their stuff to us. So sometimes we devalue the problem that we've already solved. But you guys know I've shared that there's a guy on social media that makes $36,000 a month because he got his 3-year-old to eat broccoli and created a PDF and sold it for $7. Now, most people would be like, big deal, I got my kid to eat broccoli. But for us parents that are like, how the heck do we get our kids to eat vegetables? We're going to drop $7 on that all day long. So it's not that the value, you already have the value. Okay, and by the way, with your VIP and your premium, you're going to get the everyday offer blueprint. And it is a worksheet for a reason, because you got to put the stuff down on paper so that you are clear on your offer, because then you've got to rehearse it and then you can share it. Because if you're just hitting record and you're thinking, I don't know what to say, number one, you're selling or you're marketing, and that's not what we do. If you have a plan because you rehearsed it, then you're going to find the right people. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Whether you are in Melaleuca and the shopping club, or you're in Legacy, or you're building Freedom Builder, that doesn't actually matter. A plane, a train, an automobile will all take it in New York. You have to get clear on the destination that you want and where you want other people to follow you to go. You need a mission and a movement. People follow movement. They do not follow stuck energy. So if you're feeling stuck, you're not going to attract anybody, right? Because you're in your brain, you're stuck, but you're really not. You just haven't created an urgency, a movement, a mission. Okay? So I'm going to share my screen so that we can go into Freedom Builder. I'm going to show you guys, Herbie, I don't think you're in Legacy Builder, which is totally fine. You don't have to be. But next week, in fact, I can invite you to her other community, which is free. So Michelle's my mentor. I've been building digital marketing for since 2017. My first mentor died. I don't ever talk about that. He died during COVID. His name's Kevin. And during COVID, I had to find another mentor for a lot of different reasons. And I bought Michelle's program, I think almost 3 years ago now. She is this program is how I hit 10,000 a month. This program is the program that pays my bills. The rest is all extra cherries on top, but this is the program that pays my bills. And it's because I didn't want to chase tiny commissions. I really didn't want to build a team and motivate people anymore. I didn't want to share commissions. Like, I knew that I had developed a skill set. I wanted 100% of the commissions. And so the person that I bought from, she was making 15 grand a month when I was only making 10 grand a month. And I just felt like there was something that I was missing. And I was missing this program right here. So there's 5 tiers to this program. So if you have the $1,400 level, it doesn't mean you need to try to sell it. I like that Michelle only sold the $300 level. That's what made her 6 figures, because she could believe the number $300. She knew that at the time that she was offering this, that people can afford to finance the $300 level. So that's what she started selling. And then she allowed people to make their own decisions based on what the blueprint offered. So pick a place that's comfortable to start at. I personally think if anyone is going to build a digital product, and we're going to introduce an opportunity down the road to work with myself directly, but starting at the $100 level just to get access for things like the Canva course, I have to log into her Kajabi and share it, but I'm not here to sell this. What I am here to sell is Michelle. I sell Legacy Builder because I can tell Michelle's story a million times without batting an eyelash. So when you sell something else, and a lot of you saw me make the $16,000, you followed the $16,000, you know every single video I talked about Haley. I don't talk about myself until after I've got my own result, but I 1000% give credit to the people that are responsible for my success. I'm a worker bee. I will follow direction. So I'm always giving credit to the person that gave me the clear steps to do the next thing. Okay, and her program does this beautifully. We will always talk about digital growth community inside of Freedom Builder. And if you don't know this, Freedom Builder was built because there were people in digital growth community asking me to mentor them. And I didn't know how, because I didn't know how to sell them the product again. Like, I'm not going to do it for free. So I didn't know what that looked like. And so I just created my own community. And at the beginning, it was $25 a month. And then I taught them how to make a sale. That's how the whole thing got created. Then I started making my own digital products. Then people wanted to learn how to make their own digital products. So that's kind of the story. But she has another community that she launched last Black Friday. So I bought her course last Black Friday, and it's called the Complete Creator Community. We have access to this. I don't know what she's going to do with it in November, because if you buy it, you can resell it. And that's why I bought it, because I resold it so that it was free. But then I actually got the key course, and I'll show you that because we have it in our community. So when you build a business, you're always thinking, like, I'm thinking about the mom that's got to prepare for Thanksgiving and Christmas. She has already got shopping anxiety because we've got like 8 Sundays and Christmas is here. That mom knows Christmas is right around the corner. That's the pain that we're going to solve. But we don't wait till December. We start our content today talking about the holidays and Christmas. It's no different than when you walk into Harbor Freight. No, that's a bad example. Home Depot, Walmart, CVS. They all have Halloween. If you guys haven't seen my house, my entire house is decorated for Halloween. That's mainly because it's 110 degrees outside and my kids and I we hate summer. So we decided to go all Halloween. But we went to Dollar Tree and spent about $100 because Halloween has been here for a month already in Arizona. Business owners are not showing up to sell tomorrow. They're showing up to sell for Christmas. It's that momentum. So you want to think about, like, okay, I've got, we're going into fall, we're going into Christmas. Your message that you want to go viral on Christmas, you're going to do days or weeks before Christmas. Okay, so you're planting that pathway, you're mapping that out now. So what we're going to map out together is, number one, how to get your VIP investment back, which is 3 people, right? That's going to be really simple to do because you're going to leverage everything that's already here and you're going to tell someone else's story. You're going to give credit to something that you think isn't valuable, but it is valuable. So this is her community. She's going to have, and it's free to join her 3-day workshop next week. It's free. And it's $27 if you join as the VIP, but if you've upgraded through me, I'm paying for it for you. So we're going through VIP together. So we'll be in her calendar right here, growth, and then you get extra coaching for being in VIP. And then I'm not doing anything these 3 days because I'm a student in her community. I'm not a leader. I just do what she tells me to do, but then I model it in my own community. And so on Friday, it is Friday and Saturday, we are going to spend time together finishing this up because I can promise you, I have gone through this about 4 times and it's information overload for me. So you are going to get a fire hose of information. It's just enough to be dangerous and not know where to start. So we got to manage that expectation and know that that overwhelm is coming so that we can step back and then come back to it. And that's what Thursday and Friday is going to be for. So by the time you understand at the end of this call how to go talk about Freedom Builder and sell it yourself without being a marketer, without being a salesman, then you're going to join her community and you're going to hone down on your message, not anybody else's, not mine, not each other's, but your own, your personal pain and your personal solution. Because when you talk to your perfect customer, you'll start to understand why the views don't matter. I would much rather have 1,000 views and 10 people go through my blueprint and 2 people purchase than 1,000,000 views and a bunch of people that say, I want to go viral, and no one does a thing with it. Because you can't take views to the bank account, okay? So we're going to get really clear on our message and understand the consistency and the commitment to consistency. So you're going to get that tomorrow, or that I'll connect with each of you individually to make sure you guys have everything you need and go into her community. In our community, you all, Harvey, have you upgraded your VIP?
Not yet.
Okay. When you do, you will now get a unique link. In fact, I'll show you. I'll show you. So I joined as another person because I wanted to see what it looked like for other people. So this is just what it looks like for most of our people that come into Freedom Builder. And so when you click on this upgrade right here, it's going to be, everyone can still come in for free, right? The message that I sell is stop buying the stuff. Let's put it all to work now. And then the $49 a month is the premium. So obviously they get access to everything that's free. We're going to get weekly power hours. Those are going to be led by Maureen. And that is where you work for an hour on your business. It's going to be the same as implementation and co-working. The difference is the power hour, you already know what you're doing. The implementation and co-working, we're still building it. We're still fine-tuning what your clear offer is and what your invitation looks like. And then content and marketing training, we're actually going to look at your reels or your posts and give you feedback in real time, social media growth training, and then everything that we do like this call will be available because it's a replay. And then for $97, you're going to get everything inside of the premium, except you're going to get a VIP business accelerator. So this is going to be for someone that does not want to figure it out. They want to be told what to do. They want to apply the strategies. They have the time to get it done. They're going to get direct coaching with me. We're going to actually work on their business. So there won't be any distractions on that call or any tire kickers on that call because you have to be 97 to be on that call. It won't be offered any other time. And then that's where you will actually get access to leads, funnels, content, and conversions. Conversions is the biggest thing. And then to personalize, like, what do I do next? I've done this, and what do I do next? Both tiers pay 40% commissions back to you. So if I were Harvey and I click on join VIP, it's going to have me pay right then. Okay, so great, now I'm a VIP. Then when I go here and I click on settings, I'm gonna get a unique link right here. Everyone has a different one because this is your unique link. So if I were, what it will look like when I log out and I go, I don't have Facebook open. I'm just gonna go grab Amy's real quick so you guys can see what it looks like. So when I click on it, it will say Amy Kidwell invited you. So then when I click on join group and upgrade, Amy gets the commission. Now the cool thing is school tracks all of this. It pays you out every 2 weeks, I believe, and it's an income stream. So you have the opportunity to take what is already created and earn an income. And how you're going to do that is, number one, by relating to your future customer. So you want to talk to the person that's in pain now. Actually, I'm going to give you guys an example. I'm going to do a video on this, but this is what Michelle just gave us, okay? So what she did is she would do something called Freedom Fridays. And every Friday when she did her TikTok, she would say, Freedom Friday, ask me anything about digital marketing, 2-hour workday, no monthly expenses, no bugging your friends and family. Like, she would have a list and she would say, ask me anything. And for weeks, no one really did, but she just kept doing it. So then what she did, our job is to take people from here, unhappy, right? They got a pain, they have a frustration, they have a stress, they're unhappy, and then take them here. And our job is to bridge this gap. So what she did is she created 6 little bridges, little micro bridges, and each one is a pain and each one is a solution. And she did 3 videos a day. So on Monday, her pain was, I don't have any money. So she would talk about the pain of going to the grocery store and having a calculator. And then if I had this then, meaning legacy builder without using the name, I could say yes to my kids. I could take more vacations, right? You could say yes to your kids. You could take more vacations. You could do this. You could do that. And so the solution, low investment, sell a few things and make a little bit of money, sell one thing and make $900. And she did 3 videos a day. And then on Tuesday, the pain was no time. So she did 3 videos, 2-hour workday. Let me break it down for you. She'd break it down. On Wednesday, you're bugging your friends and family. You feel salesy and weirdo on social media. Let me show you why this isn't that. We have an automated system. Let me break it down. 3 videos a day. On Thursday, rejection. People have a real fear of the word no and feeling rejected. So the freedom machine, this is the freedom machine. Okay, this is how the freedom machine works. Let me break it down. So she's got all these videos Monday through Friday. Then there's tech. I'm not techie. Okay, you guys know I'm not techie, right? It's a pre-built system. You connect your payment gateway. You're paid instantly daily, right? 3 videos a day around the same problem. Solution. And then on day 6, chasing low commissions, right? We're chasing low commissions as opposed to making a $300 a day or a $600 a day. So then she would demonstrate, like, for those of us who have done MLM, and she would be like, look, I would sell this lipstick. And I'd go back and forth in my DMs for 42 minutes. And by the time the girl bought, I made $9. I just made $9 in 42 minutes. Or my automated system can make me a $900 sale. Which one would you want? They're going to want the $900 sale, right? But they buy the how, they buy the blueprint. So then she did that for 6 weeks. And then she went back and analyzed. She went back and reflected and looked at the content. And the 2 days that had the biggest impact, the most comments and the most sales, she took those 2 days, and her next 6 weeks, all she did was talk about these 2 things. She eliminated the other ones. And I imagine this is when she went into more MLM stuff, because that's kind of when I found her. So she had a strategy. It wasn't what do I post and what do I say. It was on Monday, I solved this pain. Tech, chasing low commissions, no money. 2-hour workday, automation, rejection, right? And then on Friday, it was Ask Me Anything. And what she would did is she was take those questions and she would respond with video and then break it down in the video. And then those questions gave her the content. Because what people are asking her is what Legacy Builder solves or Freedom Builder solves. So you're actually collecting data from people that are asking you questions. And then you build your content, your videos, your posts around solving that problem. You just don't tell them how. You make them buy how. Because they're buying you, they're buying access to you. So when it comes to Freedom Builder, getting your first 3 people, here's the problem. Here's the problem that Freedom Builder solved. You bought the fucking thing and you can't sell it. You don't know how. You don't even know what you bought. Now, this is not from the 4 of us. This is what people tell me. Like, I know the pains of the woman who has been in because I've been in her shoes. I've been in her shoes. I know that I bought something. I'm like, how the hell do I sell this? I don't get it, right? What is this? And then people think that they're selling a course. They don't realize that they're selling a vehicle. They don't realize that they're selling a result, a desired outcome. But they have to apply what they learned inside the course. And sometimes a lot of us came from the classroom, so we had a teacher. Online learning, I'm self-taught. There was not a course when I taught myself how to make money on Facebook. In fact, I was the only person in my company, and the cost to join my company was $20,000. I was the only one doing it on Facebook because I had to. I couldn't go to networking events. I didn't have money to go to freaking a Starbucks and work. Like, I was broke. But I knew people were on Facebook and I knew that I could connect people to the pain that I had. So that's what we're doing with Freedom Builder. That's where we're going. Now, if you are in other opportunities like Ignite or Melaleuca or Legacy, then when you're at the VIP, you will profit share / have leads given to you, depending on the opportunity that you're in. My best friend is going to be she's going to facilitate sales calls. So we are setting up a system where they will book a call with us. And if they come in because Lisa went buck wild and she puts 100 people in September and no one buys for a month because we don't have that expectation. They are liking us, they're knowing us, they're trusting us, they're consuming, they're sitting on the wall. We know that they're doing that. But then a Harvey pops up and goes, wait, I want to do this with. If she gets on a sales call and we sell her Legacy, Lisa will have part of that commission. Will she get the whole commission? No, she didn't do the whole sale. Now, can Lisa still do the whole sale? 100%. She doesn't have to do that. But if Lisa says, book a call with Jen, and I close the sale, then Lisa and I will profit on that commission. So she's not actually doing any of the closing or the follow-up. We're doing that. Same with Melaleuca, same with Ignite. People can afford all of them because all of us have. We let people choose the solution that's best for them, but they can all afford all four programs that we offer because we teach them how. Melaleuca's free for me. It'll be free for you. Ignite will be free for you. Legacy will be free for you. But we just got to go get 3 people first and solve one freaking problem with one crystal clear solution. Okay? Any questions so far? Okay. It's okay if you don't. Lisa, I know you're thinking, so I didn't want to cut you off.
Yeah, I have to, I have to ponder it
Yep.
and go over it, and I probably will have questions, but at this point, I don't.
That's okay. Your next step, because you shouldn't have any questions, your next step, and Lisa, have I sent you the everyday, I got to memorize this because I'm selling it. The everyday offer blueprint. Okay. So let me give you that now. I'll write it down. Everyday offer blueprint. The everyday offer blueprint is designed to get into the head of your customer. So in the beginning, it's going to maybe feel boring because some of us are creators. Like I am a creator. And people feel like, Jen, I can't keep up with you because I love creating. But I have to remind myself, nope, you can't do anything else for 90 days. Can't do anything else for 90 days. We're doing this for 90 days. I also have to remind myself, Michelle's my boss. And when Michelle does, she does this breakthrough thing once a month or once every 6 weeks. And I go through it and then it overwhelms me. So I'm going to go through it, and it made sense for me to piggyback off of it because I sell Michelle. I do not sell Legacy Builder. I sell if you want a business, you do everything Michelle tells you to do. And I'm a product of doing what Michelle tells me to do, right? So that's why it came up at perfect timing. Number one, we did want to create something that paid you guys back because the $25 disaster, while it was brilliant, I lean heavily on other people and it didn't work out. And I don't build tech and create tech. And so if I have a business partner that I trust in that and then they can't do it anymore, it leaves the whole community exposed. And so building it through school takes all of that off the plate. It's through school, school pays out the commissions. Freedom Builder is the funnel. It's a link. They don't need a funnel to come in and learn for free. They don't need a funnel, right? It's just a link. You're not expecting them to upgrade on day one. You are not expecting them to upgrade on day one. However, people are going to follow your mission and movement. So you do have to be clear on what your mission and movement is, either personally or you're locking arms and you follow the mission and movement of the Freedom Builder community, which is we're helping women make six-figure businesses. That feels good for me. I did it in a year. I hit 10 grand in my first few months. I can relate to the mom that had a salary. She's replacing a salary. She wants 500 to see if it's real, and then she wants to go. So that is our message and our movement is you should not have to go sacrifice 8 hours away to be away from your spouse, away from your kids, away from your life, and to get a paycheck, right? There's an easier way. Let us show you how. And we'll work on that as we do these calls to get clearer for you, because none of us are going to say taking calculator to the grocery store if it's not the problem that we solve. Remember, we're solving it for ourselves first, publicly. Okay? So you have your unique link. You have access to the Everyday Offer Blueprint. Harvey, when you upgrade, then you will get access to this. You can buy it by itself. This is a standalone product that I sell in my stand store for 27 bucks, but it's included because once you fill it out, it's kind of like homework. You're going to bring it to the next call and have it in front of you so that we can get clear on your business. Okay. So Lisa, I'm going to send it to you right now. So you're not waiting for.
Thank you, ma'am.
You are welcome, ma'am. It's good too. It is good. What it's designed for, who the Everyday Offer is for, and who VIP is for, and who Freedom Builder is for, is, and your language is going to be different. But what they tell me, what the women tell me is I bought the course, I did the MLM, I tried the thing, and it didn't work. And it didn't work because they didn't have clear steps that someone else could follow. because someone following you is only going to do 10% of what you do. So if you're all in at 50%, she's all in at 10%. And that's okay, because if you have 10 people in at 10%, you're going to make a lot more money than if you're all in at 100% getting burned out. But if you're talking people into buying, then you will have to talk them into building. And you do not want that girl or guy, because you're just constantly talking them off a ledge. So when you fill this out, you will walk away with clarity on one problem, one solution. And think of it this way. What is your promise? What can you promise someone else and feel good about? I can promise if someone goes through the steps in Freedom Builder, they're going to make $500 to $1,000 a month. What I can't promise is, will they stop fucking learning and actually do something with it? No idea. Most people keep buying and learning because they have financial anxiety, and they think buying a course it gives them a dopamine hit. It soothes their anxiety. But they didn't build, they don't have more confidence, they have more anxiety now because they're more confused, more overwhelmed, and more stressed. And one of the things that Michelle went over today in her notes is you have to go into everything knowing you're going to be a disappointment, you're going to disappoint, and you're going to be stressed, and you're going to be overwhelmed. And how you handle that will determine how much money you make. And it was really like, yeah, I could see that in my own life. When there's months when I'm going through shit, I'm not making a lot of money. And what that means is that problem consumed me more than my desire for what I was building. So there's no judgment, but these are things that we want to tell other people. You want to be honest with expectations. Is someone going to come in here and make $10,000 in their first month? Not likely. Not unless they've already done it somewhere else. But can they come in and make 500? 1,000%. And then can they do that again? And then can they do that again? Yeah, absolutely. But can they manage their own feelings? That's a whole other thing. So that was, I love Michelle. She's just, right? She's a millionaire. So I can learn how to manage my own feelings. All right, so any questions on anything? Okay, so you guys are gonna take your everyday offer blueprint. And the idea is you're gonna fill it out so that you can either, number one, become a Freedom Builder affiliate, and then Freedom Builder is your offer. Or number two, it will teach you how to sell something you already know. You can make 6 figures teaching a 4-year-old how to eat broccoli. There is something you have already solved for yourself that you just haven't put pen to paper yet. So that's what this is going to do for you. Or if you already, we're going to tell the whole community, you already bought a course, don't buy another one. Get into premium and VIP, bring the course to us, and we will show you how to make your money back. Because they'll trust you when they're like, I'm not spending another $500. No, we're not telling you to. Spend $49 or $97. Give us 4 weeks and we'll show you how to sell it. Because they will, if they fill out the everyday offer blueprint and they commit to their own progress. That's our promise. So next call is next Thursday, because we will all be with Michelle Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. This is the only call for this week. If you have any questions, ask them publicly. Everyone deserves to learn from each other. And then moving forward for September, October, November, December, the calls will be Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Thursdays, I can tell you for sure at noon Pacific Standard Time. And that is because Michelle does one at 11 and some of us will be a part of that. Tuesday and Wednesday, wait until it's populated in the calendar. It's going to be myself and Amy and Maureen facilitating those calls. We will absolutely have other people facilitating if they want to be part of that part. But we are still securing times that we can all make sure that we are committed to. So if I were you and I wanted to make my money back immediately, I would go invite 100 people to learn for free. I would invite 100 people to learn for free. And when I say learn for free, right now, you give them clarity. You are giving them clarity on one thing too. Problem, solution. You bought a course, you're not making any money. You're in an MLM, you're not building a team. You're frustrated at XYZ. You're taking a calculator to the grocery store. Learn for free with us. Learn for free with us. Come into our community. There's the 60-minute income system. There's 3 TikTok videos on how to go viral and what to do on TikTok and how to grow on TikTok. So all of that information is there. And if you're on TikTok, then you should 100% be talking about how to grow a TikTok account with the free training. Take ownership of what's been created. It's a collective. And then last thing is show your product. So what Michelle talked about today, and when I used to sell Fat Blaster on a spoon, I sold the Fat Blaster on the spoon in all my videos. So when you sell digital marketing, you need to have it in your hand. People believe what they see. Not a lot of people have faith, right? So you have to have it in your hand. So if you're talking about the 60-minute income system, you got to print it out and say, I followed this. I followed this to a freaking T and made $500 in my first week, right? If you're going to do the everyday income thing, then what you're going to do is tell a story first, or no one will believe you. So I was invited to a call today. She invited me to do VIP. I didn't know what it was about. She gave me something called the Everyday Offer Blueprint. I'm going to go fill it out. Follow this channel if you want to learn how to sell what you already know online. Don't sell her anything. You're documenting your progress publicly. Then go do it. Then in a few hours later, go, okay, the Everyday Offer Blueprint. I downloaded it. I filled it out. Turns out I know a lot of stuff. Turns out I could turn this into $3,000 a month. I don't know. Tomorrow's day one. Follow this channel. Follow my journey. You're not asking her for a single thing yet. You're creating a top of mind awareness. It's called a top of mind awareness. She doesn't know she has a problem, or she doesn't know that there's a solution to the problem that she has. Until you show up going Everyday Offer Blueprint, Everyday Offer Blueprint, Everyday Offer Blueprint. Get her into the community for free. And then if you want people to follow you into premium and VIP, you have to be giving a review of premium or VIP. This is the product. The product are these calls. So if you are on a call and you take all the information and then you go hoard it and not share it, they don't know what to follow you for. So Michelle gave me, 9 pages of notes today. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to probably read them in a video, but I'll also type them out, because then I'm serving 2 people. Some people like to watch the video and some people like to read about it, right? So I'll do the same, but they're not my notes. They're not my ideas. They're Michelle's notes. I'm going to say this. I was on a call with my 7-figure mentor today. She's a mom of 6, grandmother to 5. She's made multiple 7 figures. She has a free training, because she does, well, it's kind of free once you're in Legacy, right? So maybe I won't say that word, but I could say for less than $100 you can get in, because they can finance the $100 offer. And then I'm gonna read what, she told me this and this and this. And if you wanna do it too, and you wanna see how I'm doing it and how we're implementing it, come into my free community. I'm not trying to sell them. We're just trying to get them in the front door. Then we tag them in where, we talk about the shopping club twice a week. We got Maureen talking about Ignite, leading with that. She's doing a day 7 of what I'm learning from Ignite. Amy's doing day whatever of my everyday shopping products, right? Pick a lane. That's your lane. That solves a problem. Solve a problem. One boring ass problem. And it'll make you a ton of money. They'll follow you when you have a mission and a movement. All right, so you guys have homework to do. So I will see you on Monday. If you have any questions, ask them inside Freedom Builder. And if this call gave you any clarity, that's the review that you'll do. So you'll get off this call, you'll go post your review, positive review of what you learned, and you're looking forward to VIP and why you're looking forward to VIP so that we can get more people into VIP. I don't need to sell them. Go get them. Go get all 2,000 people and you close those sales. Here's one, here.